What's up, my friends? The glorious return has occurred. I hope you guys are doing well. I have just dealt with a very stressful situation right before the stream happened. Most of this day was flowing pretty good, and I just dealt with some genuinely stressful nonsense. So we're gonna talk about the glorious return. We're gonna talk about that stressful crap as well, because it's gonna if I don't, it's just gonna sit up here. This is gonna sit up here, which will distract me during the stream. So first things first, let's share the link in the lives. Let's share the link for the live stream in the Discord, and then we'll go from there. We shall proceed from there. All right. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. And let's switch the chat up so we can say our hellos to everybody. Hold on, I'm going to have a sip of my root beer here. All right. What up, Jess Corner, Kenji, Millmaster, Rays, 10-4, Sandwich, Shelton, Zircon, Lewis, Eng, Heavy Metal, Bob, Yamagoro. Oh, you had people trying to track you down, buddy. Henlo, Juglum, Potts, Derpy. I think that I got everybody. I think that's all the hellos. Oh, Heavy Metal Super Chat, just glad to see you. Wheel equals fun. Thanks, buddy. Oh, hey, we've got comments. We've got comments on the Super Chats now. We finally got it. We were talking about that recently. It's unlocked. Neat. That's cool. All right. We got a new feature. You can now respond directly on Super Chats. I feel like we had talked about that in the last week or so, right? So I was like, why hasn't it shown up here? Well, now it has. That's fun. Speaking of fun, let's spin the wheel. Hold on. Let's tighten up the pegs. I guess they can get loose on even when we spin it this way. All right, there we go. That's good. Let's go. What's it gonna be? Oh, so close to insult. Oh, the box? The box. Okay, well, hold on. I got to erase that now and replace that, because that's a one shot. I was not expecting to start out with that, but hey, that's fine. That's fine. You know what? Actually, I don't normally do this, but I'm going to put a little pin, a little delay on the box, because I want to talk about what stressed me out first. Then we can properly enjoy the box and talk about... I want to get that out of the way so we can just talk about goodness. All right? So I'll show you the box. I'll show you the gigantic box that I've got here. All right? So we got that, and we're definitely going to open it. But I got to talk about the stressful nature of trying to get myself locked in for the GA Championships, the Grand Archive Championships. There has been a plan for the last 6 or 7 months, right? To go to the Grand Archive Championships. But to get my ticket, I had to wait until they actually made the tickets available. And I found out yesterday that today is go time. And I was supposed to try and get a VIP ticket that includes access to the VIP area and special dice and stuff. And I think you guys can tell part of what the story is that I definitely did not get the VIP ticket. which is pretty frustrating, honestly. I set up an alarm on my phone to go off 10 minutes before the tickets were supposed to go on sale. And like an idiot, I set it for the morning. So the first annoyance involved with this is my alarm going off at 8:50 in the morning, which for me is insanely early. I normally sleep until like noon on a good day. Now, because I had to check out of the hotel today, I knew I was going to have to get up early. But 8:50 is when the alarm goes off. And it's supposed to be set for the evening. So I'm just like, oh, whatever. Reset it. And if that's all that happened, wouldn't be that big a deal. But no, what happened was I tried to get the VIP tickets and it immediately said the VIP tickets were sold out, like immediately. But then it said that they weren't sold out, right? And so it waffled back and forth. And ultimately, I ended up getting a ticket below. There's 3 different tickets. There's VIP, Champion, and regular. I got a Champion ticket. You know what else I got? A whole bunch of fucking fraud warnings and like 15 pending authorizations for the cost of a VIP ticket. So I'm getting texts from my credit card going, oh, hey, we got fraud and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, what is going on? So I go and look at my statement and stuff. And there's just boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, God. Not only did I not get the ticket that I want, but I've got like a million pending transactions. And I had to make a bunch of phone calls and go through automated systems where they don't even understand you. They ask, hey, what do you want to do? I tell it what I want to do. Is this what you want? It's like if I said, what do you want to do? I want to finger a dog. You said, do you want to finger a dog? Is that correct? Yes. That's all I said. And then I wait, and there's such a long pause. I say yes again. I'm sorry. I didn't understand your response. What are you, fucking deaf or stupid? What is this? So I went through it all. And according to the people I talked to, right? None of those should go through. Just the one ticket. So I'm not getting the special super dupery ticket. I've got like the mid-tier ticket, which I'm okay with, right? But ultimately, that was insanely stressful, man. It's insanely stressful, especially considering that this is considered an international transaction, which also levies additional fees. It also levies additional fees because it's an international transaction. So I'm looking at like a dozen and a half of these transactions that are all going to give me extra fees and stuff. And I'm like, oh God. And they froze my card, like all of it. They did all of it. And there's a part of me that's like, it says I got the ticket. Do I have the ticket? Is this going to get screwed up? Because are they just going to be gone and I'm hosed now? Like, in however many days it takes for the credit card to fully clear and get back to normal and the tickets still show, then I'll 100% know everything is good. But again, this has been 7 months. I've been waiting 7 months to do this. This is a whole big thing. This is a big thing that I'm supposed to be doing, right? Like, this is a sponsored thing that I'm doing as well. So it's just like, oh, it aches my bag, bro. It aches my bag, right? Mossad Mo. I wish it was a poutine issue. I wish that's what it was. So that's all just happened pretty much right before the stream. And like on top of that, Carly was making dinner because she's just like, okay, when am I gonna make dinner for? And I'm like, well, the stuff goes on sale at 9:00. So I'll be there. I was right there, refreshing. And then I'm like immediately there. And I click the ticket and it says it's not available. And it's just like, what? How can they all be sold instantly? I'm right here at the start. And then 30 seconds later, they're like, it's not. Oh, it actually is available. Oh, look again. Oh, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Like that's how it felt. So frustrating. So I told Carly, I got all this nonsense to deal with. I got to make multiple phone calls and do texts. Like I literally had to call like some fucking fraud center and then get redirected. And even after all that, when I'm finally talking to somebody who can help me, they're like, okay, I need you to respond to these texts on your phone and do this. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so complicated. And it's so frustrating when you're sitting there going, you know, like in the grand scheme of things, nobody got hurt. We're not dealing with anybody being in danger. None of that. So it's not a life or death situation. But man, it's like, bro, literally, how do you not understand yes? How do you not understand yes? You stupid fucking AI piece of shit or whatever you are. Like, fuck you. And I can't swear at you because it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to, I didn't understand what you said. Go to hell. You know? And I'd just be yelling at a machine. And it just, I'm too old for this world, bro. I'm too old for this new techno world. So yeah. And also, I'll toss in there, I worked in call centers for so long that I absolutely hate being on the phone to top it all off. So it amped my stress up. Carly had to delay dinner while still trying to keep it hot and whatever. And she said, this may impact dinner's quality. So now I'm feeling bad about I didn't get what I was supposed to get. I end up making dinner take longer. I'm later for the stream. And like my anxiety's just moving up the scale going, like the financial stuff is a special spot that really tweaks my bag hard, you know? So like I was having a pretty good day overall, especially for somebody who was up at 8:50 in the morning with this alarm. So yeah. It's not the end of the world. It's all good. Yep. I don't know what was going on. Why did you tell me that it's not available? How can you tell me it's not available right away and then charge me 15 fucking times for it? Like, I'm scrolling through and there's all these fucking charges. And it's like the VIP tickets were $350 US a piece, bro. So it's just like bang, 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 bang. And I'm just like, I'm losing count of how many of these there are. What the hell is going on? Like at the end of the day, I knew that it would all get resolved, right? It's not like some robber came in and like yoinked my stuff and ran off with a sack over his shoulder. And it's like, he's off in the distance. There's no catching him now. I knew that this would all get like unwound somehow. But man, God. Heavy metal. I like the way you think. That's the time, peeps. We gotta send more super chats. Perhaps the poutine incident led to this tragedy. I don't blame the poutine, man. I don't blame the poutine. I need one of those inflatable punching clowns. Yeah. Pause. Keep staying positive. I'm trying. Dude, guy, make your bones hurt so good. Well, that's better than making them hurt bad. So, thanks for letting me complain about it. I knew that I wouldn't be able to move forward to talk about anything else, including the good times, without resolving that, right? And I want to say, I went to the post office to pick this box up, and I had to pay custom charges. And even that didn't sour my mood. I was in a good mood today. I had to pay to renew my P.O. box today, plus the custom charges on this. So I had to pay hundreds of dollars I wasn't expecting to pay. But I had such a nice time when we went away. My spirits, I was ebullient. And then I was just a bouillabaisse of stress. Right? So, yeah. Let it out. So yeah. Now that has been discussed, I think I'm ready to move on. You guys ready to move on? I think I'm ready to move on. You know what? It's another level of frustration as well, in that I was just like, the stream's called The Glorious Return because I was just focused on talking about overall good times, right? So, Anyhow. Heavy Metal, you think you won the Super Chat jackpot? First comment on a Super Chat and a box opening? Yeah, you know what? You're right. That's a great attitude to have. So, this box, remember how I had the ad spot for Paragon? And remember I told you guys we're going to be doing a card in my own likeness and all that? This is the other part of that sponsorship, where I have been sent actual Paragon stuff. So I'm going to be doing a video on this over on the Hatcher channel so that you guys can see more of this. This actually was supposed to show up like anywhere from a week to 3 weeks from now. So this showed up faster than expected, which is nice. The look at how the tape came. It came ripped and janked up, and the border service got to it, which is annoying, but whatever. Let's take a look. Yamagoro says, let's do our best despite unexpected costs. Yamagoro, I'm glad to see you, buddy. I'm glad to see you. I believe it was your aunt who was looking for you. She contacted me on Facebook through the messaging system. It was a message request, and I didn't immediately accept it. And then it just disappeared, and I couldn't find it. And I was just like, what was that about? And then Carly found out what it was about and said, have you seen Yamagoro? And I was like, was he in the last live? I literally pulled up the last live stream and started going through the chat looking for you. So I'm glad that you're not fucking dead in a ditch or something, because that was, I don't know, imagination runs away. Bam, you know? What up, Jester? What's the word on the street? Getting fucking hosed! All right. Sam, is my card going to be part of the Kickstarter? Yes. Here's how it's supposed to work. Anybody who gets booster boxes or whatever, any booster packs, would have a chance to have me in it, right? So I will have more details, I guess, about that overall when we do the live stream, figuring out the card and all that. And that will, well, I'm going to be starting to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to send off an email so that we can schedule it, because I was waiting until I came back from Carly's birthday stuff, right? Now, let's open the box and see what I've been sent. Let's see what I've been sent. What up, Haskins? Excited about Paragon? Well, yeah, boy, you're here at the right time, man. You're here at the right time. Because they sent me a beautiful wig. Oh, look at me. Who wants to kiss Raggedy Ann? Raggedy Ann who can't afford the hair dye. Haskins, it did get here so fast. Wait. What the fuck is that? Oh, don't get distracted. Stay focused. Oh! You know what? It took me a second. When I saw your name, Haskins, I was like, I thought of Baskin Robbins, honestly. And then I was like, why does that name feel familiar? And you know what? I mistook you. I mistook you for somebody who saw the ad spot and was excited about Paragon, as opposed to the dude who makes the game and who's here. Guys, Haskins is the Paragon man. I was going to email you tomorrow, buddy. I was going to email you tomorrow so we can sort out when the live stream's going to happen. That's funny. It slowly starts to click in. I'm like, wait a minute. I know his first name is Chris. I know that for a fact. And then when he's like, it's got there so fast, I said how, like, it was going to take longer, so we might just be responding to that. So I'm like, before I look like an idiot and say that's him, let me just double check in my email. And then the stupid place where I bought the tickets is like, do you want tickets to go see Becky Dorothy's music performance? What the fuck is this? Stay away from me. You guys already gave me a bunch of problems. Oh my God. Please just tell me that you have my ticket. All right. So, this is all he sent, in case you guys wanted to know. I'm here to tell you officially that Paragon is a scam. Because look, he sent me a box and it's just this. It's just this. So I say that do you guys know how to sue a Kickstarter? Because all he sent me was a homeless man's scarf. And I wish to sue him now. Who's ready to start a class action lawsuit? Who's ready to start a class action lawsuit? Paragon, emphasis on the gone. The cards are gone, buddy. They're gone. I mean, the good news is there's scarves for everybody, right? Maybe I can hide, you know what? I can hide in here like a hamster or a rat. Well, actually, you know what, Haskins? You can answer the question that people had about I'm pretty sure I understand it, right? We're going to make a card, we're going to make my likeness for a card concept, and then they're just going to show up in, regular booster boxes, right? Is that only for the Kickstarter or afterwards as well? Anyways, hold on. Oh, check. I'm ready for my Star Wars cosplay. If you strike me down, I'll only come back angrier. If you strike me down, I will become angrier than you can imagine. Oh, help me, Hachi-wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. No more scarves. No more scarves. All right. Oh, all right. We got our answer. Yes, we're putting my likeness into the game, and they will be in the Kickstarter boosters and the boosters you can get from retailers after the Kickstarter campaign. Yeah! You might even turn into a regular character if the people want that. Hell yeah! All right. So, what do we got in here? We got cards. Is this... Did you say there was 2 or 3 decks? Is this 2 separate decks, or is this just all the cards kind of crammed together? Let's take a look here. Heavy Metal, you're buying one of them one way or the other? Hell yeah. Make sure you use my fucking link so we can track it for the referrals and stuff. Use that link that I put on the Paragon video. There should be 3 decks and they're 40 cards each. All right. Okay, yep, that's definitely going to be this. All right, guys. I mean, you can get a far away preview right now, but I'm going to put these into their proper decks and I'm going to play it, and then we're going to have that video on Hatcher explaining it more. All right, we're gonna have a dedicated video on Hatcher for how this all works. All right. Oh, that's a big fat dragon, man. All right. They sent these in a gigantic box, honestly. There's this big fat stack of cards, and then there's playmats as well. Oh, yeah, look at that, man. A big fat dragon, son. Look at that. Look at that fat dragon. Yeah. And... oh, and a big fat spider. Whoa. We'll have to see which one Carly wants to use and which one I'm going to use. It's getting pretty hot. It's getting pretty hot in this in this paper, actually. I gotta take this off. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Oh, I'm sweating. Alright, hold on. Let me put these over here. Sweet. These showed up super fast, and that's always nice. That's always nice. All right, so Haskins, I did get this was checked by Border and Customs and stuff, so I'll send you an email about that. Did I cut myself? Oh well, whatever. Okay. Woo. Woo. All right. That was hot. That was hot. Take another look at these actually. So I was showing you guys. All right, we got a big fat spider. It's got all the zones. It's got all the different zones and all that. You'll have to wait for the video to get a full-on explanation of all of this. Oh, the dragon's got all kinds of runes all over him. For gambling or something. He's a gambling dragon. Can you see the runes? Look at that. That's pretty funky. It's got like bull's horns. Moogle wanted to stop by and say hi. Well, hello to you, big boy. That's Nix. He's a bee here. Well, I be here too. All right. They can stay there for now, and I'm gonna move these cards somewhere. I don't want any of them to go anywhere else. So keep them all together. Ow! What just happened with my foot? Right up here. Right up here. Ah. What up, Benny? How you doing? How you doing? My foot is acting up now. Lovely. Great. Great. Oh, man. All right. All right. Well, that's fun. It's always cool to look at new games. Always cool to look at the newness from the new Kickstarter. So yeah. One last time. I'll be doing a video on that stuff on Hatcher, and then the live stream for the actual card likeness setup will either happen here or on the live stream channel, depending on which place works better at the given time. So, keep your eyes out for that. Thanks for sending it out, Haskins, by the way. I'm glad that it showed up so quick. Heavy Battle says, Chappie feels lucky tonight. The insult curse is broken and my hands are invincible. Oh, the parrots aren't coming after your hands anymore. All right, buddy. Well, let's see. Let's see what the wheel has in store for you this time, buddy. Ho-hwa! It's about to break it. Your hubris is your downfall. The insult curse is broken. Well, now it's back, ugly. Now it's back. You make me feel bad, and that's why I end up stuttering. You're the reason my foot hurts, all right? Don't respond to that super chat. He doesn't deserve responses. He deserves disdain. The wheel has indicated. See? And guess what? This is just a lead up. Tonight, the parrots are going to bite off like your smallest finger, and then they're going to replace your dick with it, which is good news for you, first of all, because you have parrots who know how to do surgery. But more importantly, you're going to wake up with a dong that's like 5 times the size, because it's going to be the size of your pinky. Take that, you tiny wiener haver! You'll finally be interesting to the ladies, because you can be like, check it out. A parrot bit my dick and finger off, and then it sewed my finger on to where my dick is. So maybe you come over to my place tonight, give you a little pinky and the stinky. Terrible. That's what you get. That's what you get. As soon as you claim you're invincible to the wheel, it goes right back to being rigged. Goes, yeah, heavy metal, now it'll have knuckles. You'd be like, girl, let me put it into the first knuckle at least. Don't mind the fingernail. It'll fall off. Farky, you're blind. What are the options on the wheel? What do we got? We got choice, which people read as choke, voodoo, Bloomborough, obviously the insults, learn the future, Deadlands, Marvel, art, minus double dollars, and jug it. Those are the wheel options. Those are what exists on the wheel this evening. Oh, I'm still trying to shake off my annoyance from earlier. Let's be real. What up, Wells? How you doing, buddy? Also, it's like, check it out. We've got this new card game. Also, a parrot's going to bite your dick off. Finn, how was the rub and tug? Oh, you know what? The trip was a good time. We had an excellent time overall. There was we did so much for Carly's birthday trip that at a certain point she's like, I don't even know what I want to do anymore, which is amazing. Like, we literally did. I think I said, I'm like, this is the best birthday ever, right? Like, I think it's the best birthday that I've been involved with. Like, it's not even my birthday, but I think it's been better than any of my birthdays have been. I don't know 100% know, but that's how I feel. So we'll go through all that goodness, because that's why the stream was called The Glorious Return, right? My glorious return after a glorious birthday retreat. Heavy metal, you want to go again? We'll put a dick-biting parrot into Paragon. Oh. I remember before Genesis collapsed as a card game, I was going to, I had an idea for a character. I had an idea for a chronomancer who had, he had a sand-filled hose, but it was chrono sand, and each individual grain of sand was made out of one of his souls from another world. So basically, he goes dimension hopping, right? He goes to all these different parallel worlds where he exists, and then he goes and he basically fights himself, right? And then the loser ends up getting trapped as a grain of sand in the chrono hose, and when he beats you with it, you can just fucking age the shit out of you. And if the guy who's if the version of the wizard shows up to the one world and the other version of him who's there is stronger, he wins, and then the loser ends up as the chrono sand, but he grasps it. He grasps the sand-filled hose, and he knows its magical powers. And if somebody else kills him, well, guess what? One of the grains of sand, the most powerful one, just pops out. Boom! There you go. So it's almost like pseudo-immortality, even though it is all different versions of himself, right? It's a fun concept. Anyways, let's see what the wheel has in store for number 3 attempt by Heavy Metal. Here we go. Whoop! Heavy Metal says, I'll buy the dick-biting parrot. Yeah, you know why? You know why you'll buy the dick-biting parrot? So you can take the card and then you can go like this. You can roll it around. You'll be like, I finally figured out how to get stiff. If I just take this, and so, hold on, that's way too big. Hold on, let me roll it up into a tiny little pin. What? I'll just take this, and I'll put some duct tape on it, and then I can stay rigid until the lady's innards make this moist and the tape fall off. Hey, lady, have you ever had a Band-Aid fall off inside you during coitus? MS says, so tonight is a glory hole stream? It sure is, buddy. Great news, too. It's your night in the barrel. It's your night in the barrel, big boy. Let's go. Let's go. Bump, 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 bump. Wheep! Oh! Right on by Insult into Jugtown. All right. Whoop. We got to go over here for Jugtown. Whoop. Haskins, you're going to have me write the lore for Paragon? For real, in terms of coming up with like some character concepts and stuff, that doesn't necessarily have to be a sand-filled hose. Do you know what I mean? But the idea of a mage who travels to different worlds battling himself and turning them into chrono sand that you can use to fucking basically manipulate time, but also to resurrect yourself in a way, but it's another version of you with all the knowledge of all the versions of you, right? I think that's a fun concept overall. All right, let's look for some titties, baby. Mungus, I only found out about the new Borderlands movie when we were gone on, away for Carly's birthday, because we had cable TV in the hotel room. And my God, I just saw Kevin Hart and Carly went, they're making a Borderlands movie. And I said, what? She's like, yeah, that ad was for a Borderlands movie. I'm like, it doesn't look like Borderlands. Also, Kevin Hart can't be a leading man. Kevin Hart doesn't have what it takes to be a leading man. Sorry, but a leading man in fucking Borderlands? I just saw the trailer or the commercial, and just that little bit of it was enough for me to go, yo, this movie's gonna be awful. Absolutely awful. 100%. Okay, let's focus up the camera here. Because we've got to see them jugs in better definition, right? Okay, there we go. That looks better. All right, let's see if we can find some titties, son. All right, we got a weird goof bag. Oh, yeah, what's up, girl? And you know what? Those got to be pretty big, because when they lean back, when the ladies recline like that, the jugs also recline. They flatten out like they're trying to escape in all the different directions. But I'm going to let you guys know a little secret. They can't escape me. All right. We got a stupid Naruto cat. We got... Oh, look at them. Can you guys see how big they are? They're as big as her head. Hell yeah. Fallen angel. An angel falling on my dick, son. All right. Then we got a mountain dragon. Gonna be mounting them jugs. Oh, Michael Jackson, the man in the mirror. Stupid lich guy, dumb bunny, beef boy roid dragon, Diablo sealed god of madness, and mana transmuter. Well, you ain't got no jugs, so you can't transmute my mana. Well, we got two pair. And as far as poker goes, that's a winner. We did it. You did it, MS. Yeah, Zircon saying, winner. Correct. All right. Correct. Erect. Correct. Okay. Sand-filled hose, not hose. Yeah, exactly. If you spell it that way, it's going to be very gritty. We're not looking for that. What up, Gianna? How you doing? Hello, Topher, Luke, nothing, Bell Tower. What's up, guys? What's up? How you doing? How you doing this even? Finn, you sent me my ringtones that I can use for my phone. To what? To my Magic Historian email? I don't see anything. All I see is a reminder of the annoyance I dealt with earlier. Lewis, you wish you could live in an alternate reality where magic is force of will art. It's big, bright, and fun. And magic's artwork's been kind of wanging. Oh, Finn, you sent it in the Discord. That makes sense. Oh, okay. All right. This is me? What the hell is this? What did that say? Did that say Daddy's dick don't work right? What?
He loves 2 fingers in the butt. I mean, if you really pinch them together, he'll accept 3. Give it a try for us. Dun, da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, bum 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 bum. Long hair, likes it in the butt. He likes it in the butt. He likes it real hard right there. Bum bum ba da da, right in his blood hole. Bum 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 ba da. In his butt.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid. Oh, honestly, I forget so much of my nonsense. That's funny. Bo Falcon, I don't have my intro song as my phone ringtone. No, I don't. But sometimes I do just listen to it randomly on my phone. Heavy Metal Super Chat says only one scored 3 insults, and Jackhammer D ain't here tonight. Is that the Zelda butt song? It sure is. Try forcing your way into my butt. It's the name. That's the official name of it. God, the poor Legend of Zelda. Oh no. All right, Heavy Metal's going for another spin. Here we go. Oh, so close. Learn the future. Learn the future. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Heavy Metal. What sort of divination are we doing this time, bro? I gotta know so I can focus the proper psychic energy into the cards. What do we want to know, bro? What do we want to know? Finn, I need a Spotify. That was pretty funny, honestly. Corner, better lottery ticket, bingo, or crossword. Those both suck, man. Should you ask this girl you like out? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Is he gonna give her the pinky action? Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. Sending the psychic waves in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Titty. Whoop. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we're trying to get some. Okay. So, just off the top of my head, I know what the tangled web is a card. I've never seen it. Is it on here? I mean, I'm just accessing my memory. Oh, these are the Kickstarter exclusive. It's a major arcana. The Tangled Web. Deception, deceit, treachery, and scheming. You should ask her out, but you should be deceptive about it. Also, according to this, she has a dick, bro. So, I mean, you can ask her if she wants to compare meat to see who's... You know what, bro? I would say, like, you can connect with people when you have shared interests. So maybe if you both, like, count the veins in your dongs together, you know? Then she will be into you. And by into you, I mean, like, inside your butt, right? And you can choose. You can choose to let her mount you, good sir. And that's the future, as seen in realities. That's right, Pierce, it's Vampirella. Raccoon Topher Super Chat. Oh, 1069. You're a dirty boy. You're a dirty boy. It says, Bellow, Lord of the Board. Bring on the 4-4 insults. Wait a minute. Wait, okay, hold on. Let's spin. We'll put you up on Lord of the Board. Let's see what the wheel has in order here. Oh, it's voodoo. It's a voodoo. All right, we'll do some voodoo. What the fuck is the marker thick now? What is going on? It's thicker. What the hell is going on? All right, raccoon topper. The 69 is thicker. So, let's get these out of the way. Where is the voodoo? Where is the voodoo? Where did it go? Is it up here? Oh. Extra challenge edition. Where the hell is it? Where did it go? Wait. What? Oh, no! Oh, it's over here. Cool. I was starting to get worried for a second. Okay. So we switch it to this. Heavy metal, go for it. That's what the future says you should go for it. Okay, so this is Raccoon Topher. Desired change, brain that works. Sounds good. Reason for change, called it Lord of the Board, but spelled that way. What? What? Enact ritual or spell. All right, let's start with this region right here. So we'll go stop being empty. So there'll be something in there finally, right? And then we're gonna give them an extra long finger on either hand. Whoop. That's not a thumb. It's an extra long nose picking finger. Right? That's going to go all the way up and tap on his brain to hopefully make it work better. It just looks like an angel with swords. Not an angel with swords. And then we're going to give him dick feet. All right? So he's got dick feet. And dick feet, hold on, bracket, magnet. All right, bro, your feet are magnets for dicks now. So if people rub their dongs on your feet, you'll know why. You're like, why is this happening? This is the best day ever. Can I take my shoes off so I can feel it straight up, like on my skin? On my skin? And like right down here in the front, I'm going to give him a butthole in the front. Front side butthole. All right, that looks pretty good. That's some pretty good voodoo. That's that we do that voodoo real good. All right, whip, whip, whip. Now you've been magified. Woo-hoo. Ritual complete. Enjoy that. Enjoy it. Oh, I hope that the stream's gone blurry, because otherwise I might be having a hard episode, guys. I think this is the end for me. I guess this is how I die. Goodbye! Would that foot action be called callus to corns? Moving on! All right, come on, camera. Focus up, buddy. Let's go. Let's see if we can sort this out here. There we go. That's better. Heavy Metal Super Chat says, I say we should see who can send the most Super Chats while still taking the board. Who's with me? Everybody. All right. All right. You're Lord of the Board? Let's go. Let's go. Voodoo. All right. All right, it's double voodoo. Okay, all right. Voodoo twice in a row, man. This is starting to get like... yes. This is like Weekend at Bernie's. This is Weekend at Bernie's. All right. So, we're going to give you one Weekend at Bernie's arm and leg. All right? WB stands for Weekend at Bernie's. All right? So these will be dead, but you can get them to work when you listen to music. All right? So you've also, you know what? Let's give you a fucking bald patch right here. But the hair from the bald patch is going to start to grow like on your actual lips. So you got hairy lips, and it grows faster when the music is activating your arms and legs. Or no, your one arm and your one leg. Okay? So these will all flop around to music. And we're going to give you a gumball armpit. So like this arm dispenses gumballs that you don't know where they come from. You don't know where the gumballs come from, but they won't stop. And they're not good gumballs. They're like the really cheap ones that you would get in like a dollar store Christmas gumball toy where the gum's there just to confuse stupid kids. Stupid kid gumball armpits. There you go. There you go. Oh, hold on. I didn't actually, I got to fill. The magic doesn't work if you don't fill out the paperwork, right? You got to do that right. Desired change, awesomeness. Reason for change, fucking Weekend at Bernie's. 2. All right, there we go. And then enact the ritual. We're doing this one upside down. Magic completo! Topher, you can insert a quarter into yourself, buddy. Go right ahead. Insert a quarter into your front hole. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool that you can get comments on the super chats now. I got to admit. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. I am glad that you guys came to hang out because this has definitely helped pick my mood up and move me away from the stress that I was feeling. Because for real, I was feeling very stressed. And the dumb nonsense that we get up to here definitely helps me de-stress. Now, let's talk about the trip to Niagara Falls. Let us talk about the glory and the goodness, all right? So, we did a whole bunch of stuff. I'm probably going to tell it mostly chronologically just because it'll be easier to remember. But the main reason we were going up was to go to the Butterfly Conservatory because that's where Carly wanted to go for her birthday. And I thought it would be fun if we got a hotel and stayed like for a couple of days, basically, so that we would be there for the entirety of her birthday, right? And that was a good idea. We stayed in a fucking cheap hotel that was very fucking noisy. It was very noisy. You could hear like all the traffic. I'm a light sleeper, so I got to admit that part wasn't great. That part wasn't great. I probably should have picked a different hotel. But on the other side, it was right by the water side, and Carly liked the view off of the balcony. The balcony was just full of dead fucking bugs, though. It was a bunch of dead bugs, and a ladybug flew into the fucking door of the balcony so hard that it, like, blasted its guts all over the door, and I felt bad. I was trying to get it off the fucking door. And, I mean, I managed to. I don't know. It wasn't there later, so either it got away or something else came to eat it. But it was like if you just wanted to collect dead insects. There was just a whole bunch of different dead insects. It's like, all right. So that part of the hotel room, not so great. But the rest of it was fine. You know what I mean? Had a comfy bed. We had the cable television, so we got to see a bunch of the stupid ads they play now, and you can definitely tell that TV is like, they know all they've got left is old people. There's nothing for like the kids or whatever. It's all, they know they got old people, and almost everything is like a rerun. And I don't know if you guys have seen the TV show Castle, but let me tell you, that show fucking sucks. That show sucks, but it sucks the least out of what was available on TV at that time. Because on the other channels, it was shit like My 600-Pound Wife or something. And this guy, I have no idea if it was dirty or not. Like, in terms of, like, you can show that on TV. This chick was so fat. This chick was so fucking fat that her husband was washing a part of her. And I was just like, I know that's part of a human body, but if you fucking bet me money right now, I could not tell you. I couldn't tell you what part of the fucking body it was. It was just horrendous. The whole screen was just her flamungous flesh, and this guy fucking rubbing it down. And it's like, oh my God, just lay down and give up on life, lady. How do you even get that big? Like, like, seriously, you got to have somebody enabling that or whatever. You got to be feeding her. It's so gross. It's fucking disgusting. 600-pound people are fucking medical monstrosities, and they disgust me. Like, for real, it disgusted me. And there was another guy, too, where it was like, I don't remember what the title was. Was it like 60-pound ball bag or something like that? I'm not used to seeing men with guns, but he had one. It's junk. I don't know what it was. Hold on, I gotta go ask Carly, because she laughed so hard at my reaction to it. Because I tried to nope out, and I didn't make it in time. Hey, Carly, what was that awful shit where, not the big fat galump lady, but the other guy with the gun? What was that? What was it? Remember? You laughed? No, who was the guy? Like, what was the guy? What was his problem?
He had like a 60-pound groin.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's what I needed to know. All right, I've gotten confirmation. So it was a 60-pound, he had a 60-pound groin, but it just looked like, he was just smuggling the biggest loaf of bread in his pant leg. And we're not talking like he had a big fat, like, dick or something like that, right? It was just this. I tried to nope out of it just with the remote as fast as I could, but we still got to look. And I'm like, why is this on TV? What is this? What is this? It was awful. It was awful. Just disgusting, fat, behemoth, gross, whatever's. Like, how is this not the equivalent of carnies, right? Like, just like carnival freaks and stuff. It's get them some fucking help. Don't just. I hate all these shows that are just like predatory nonsense, where it's like, we're just taking advantage of people who have problems. Like the people who like eat mattresses and stuff, and that guy wants to bang his car, and you just put him on TV, and it's like, get them some actual help or whatever, and get them off the TV. The cable television was awful. The only thing that was okay was Star Trek reruns, and those came on really late. That was it. Sci-Fi was the only channel that had anything remotely watchable on it. And they just had like multiple episodes of Castle. How is Castle fucking sci-fi? It's like a cop show, but the main character of the show isn't a policeman. He's a rich dude who writes novels and lives in a mansion. And you're like, this show sucks. This show sucks. It was so boring. It's so boring. And they play multiple back to back. Like, cable TV is a nightmare. I guess it's just for old people who can't see anymore to sit and like, I hear voices. Is that you, Jesus? No, it's a 600 fucking pound heffalump. I'm glad you can't see her, Grandpa, because seeing her would send you to the other side right away. Just nightmarish. Just nightmarish. And then they had fucking ads for the Marvel cards. They had ads for these special Marvel card things. Ads and stuff. It was so confusing. All of it. I just felt mostly baffled by the stuff that we were seeing. Castle's the new version of Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote was like... you know what? I've never watched Murder, She Wrote, but I guarantee you it's got to be better than Castle. Castle just existed. It just existed as a show. So yeah, that was the cable TV situation. We were out for a lot of the day. So what are you going to do, right? It was just, okay, the day's like... everything's closed and it's all done now and whatever, right? So in terms of like the fun stuff that we did, we went... what was the first thing we went and did? Oh, okay. So we got there and we went to Niagara's Fury, which is this crazy... experience where they're gonna throw all kinds of fucking weather at you. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna be nuts. There's gonna be rain and snow and lightning and gale force winds and all this craziness. Oh, it's like this crazy ride or whatever. So I go to get the tickets and I'm like, all right, I'd like 2 tickets to the Niagara Fury ride. And the guy's like, it's not a ride. And I was like, oh, okay, I get you. It's just like, it's like you sit there and have an experience, and it's like, you stand there. And I was just like, 2 tickets for the not ride where I stand, please. So they give you these ponchos, rain ponchos, that you gotta wear to protect you from the weather. And so you put them on, and they usher you into this room. And then you stand in the room, and I'm looking around, I'm like, the floor is dry and carpeted. And the ceiling has got a bunch of stuff in it. Where's the weather going to come from? And it's like, oh no, there's no weather. This is where you fucking stand and watch this video we're going to play for you. So they play the video, and meanwhile you're standing there in this fucking rain poncho, which is acting like a greenhouse and heating your ass up, right? So they've got the big screen, and what comes on it? This stupid little fucking beaver. He's a student working on a school report about Niagara Falls. And he's only written down 2 words of his 200-word essay because he's a fucking dullard. And his teacher comes along and is like, you've only written 2 words and you only have 2 minutes. But you had 2 fucking hours and you wrote 2 words, you stupid little asshole. So it's like an informational video where they're teaching you about Niagara Falls. I learned nothing. I remember nothing other than the aggravation I felt staring at this fucking video where... it went on forever. It felt like an eternity. Or I'm like, this is what? I thought, where's the fury? I mean, I'm getting furious, but where is the fury of Niagara Falls? Where is it? So this guy goes, the fucking beaver falls asleep. And then there's an owl there. And the owl is like, I'm going to teach you about Niagara Falls. And like, even though the world was collapsing and the falls were forming and everything, and they had to run for their lives, it was still so boring. So they go through all this crap where they tell us how Niagara Falls was formed and everything. And then the beaver wakes back up from his dream, writes his entire essay in the fucking last 2 minutes that he got. Then he goes back to his teacher and gives her the essay. And then the camera slowly pans up to reveal that the teacher is the same Al from the dream. And the boy was like, what? And I'm like, you can't. Fuck you, you can't do that. This is your teacher, you fucking dipshit idiot. You know her. You talk to to her. You know who she is. You know what she looks like. So when you went into the dream, you would just be like, oh, look, my teacher's here in my dream. You can't fucking pretend like you're amazed that she was there in your dream. What, is anytime you've gone to school, you've never seen her fucking face, you stupid little piece of shit? Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I sat through all this and you think that's a clever reveal? I should be able to burn this place to the ground. I'm genuinely offended. Like, it wasn't, wow, it's the same Al. Why are you acting surprised, you stupid fucking dickhead? Same voice. This is your teacher. This isn't your first day of school. None of this makes any fucking sense. I sat through all this for nothing. What the fuck? So then they actually take us into the Fury room. Because all that was to just fucking kill time while you wait for the last people who are getting furious, right? Heavy Metal Super Chat says, I'm back to working 6 days a week, so Friday might be the only day I can attend. Let's make the most of it. All right, brother. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel, and I will update the board since you just lorded yourself. Weep. The Poncho movie sounds disappointing. It was. Oh, by the way, $20 a fucking head. $20 a person. If you want to know, $20 a person. $20 a person to watch this shitty little video that I should have been paid to watch. And it's a fucking you know her. You can't fucking do that. So anyways, Bloomboro pack. Okay. Let me finish talking about the Fury. I'll set up for the Bloomboro pack. I don't want to lose the thread of it. So basically, they take us into the room where the shit's actually supposed to happen. And I'm just like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Because it's got a grate on the floor, right? It's got a grate on the floor. So that's something maybe, right? So we go into that room. And there's these like metal things that you stand in front of. A little post you're supposed to grab. Because you just stand there, right? And then the movie starts to play. And it's all around you. But it's got like little chunks or something. So it's like the same thing repeated, but the way it's filmed is jarring as hell, where you're like, what am I looking at first? What am I looking at? Didn't even know what I was looking at. And then it actually got kind of cool. It did get kind of cool. They, all of a sudden, like all this like fucking misty fog starts blowing down from the ceiling. And like, there's like, it's supposed to be a polar scenario. Like there's snow starting to show on the screen and stuff. And they have what looks like snow blowing in the sky. It turns out it was foam, but it genuinely did have the aspect of snow. And they made it really windy and made it cold. So that had a cool vibe to it. And then they had a bunch of crazy lightning blasts going on, and they had lights that would add to that effect. And the floor kind of like, it didn't move. It felt like it was moving. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it had a bunch of different aspects. And then they had water dripping down from the ceiling. I actually had to make sure my hat was covered. There was enough water going that way. And they had water pouring down the sides. But the screens were like yellowed and melted in some places, it looked like. And it was like, you should fix this up. So I liked some of it. When I was standing there and the cold was blowing and the snow was blowing around and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, this is all right. I was like, yeah. I mean, I was desperate to be entertained. So I was like, yeah, right? Carly told me there was some guy standing like right over there, and she looked over him and he was like this. Like the whole time, just. It's just like, I brought my stupid shitty family to this. And it's like, I get it, man. I get it. We just sat through that stupid video where the dumb beaver fucking is amazed that the teacher that what? You're the same lady that I knew before I fell asleep and who I've been going to school with for a fucking while now, so I definitely know you? Why are you acting surprised, you little dipshit? So the Fury expectation thing, it was like maybe 6 minutes, bro. I paid fucking, it's $20 a head. It's $20 a head to see 6 minutes of, we spewed a bit of water from the floor and the wall's leaking. And you have to watch, like, the video before felt like it was 2 hours. It felt like it was 2 hours long. It was so awful. I just standing there going, is this it? When does the stuff start? And then Carly was like, I think this is what we do before we go into it. And I'm like, why? Jess, I have the weirdest ups and downs in life. Well, that's how it goes. Let's open the booster pack. And then we'll talk about the next thing. We'll talk about the next thing we did. Bam. We got Bloomborough action. Let's see if we can find where the poncho's needed in the most technical sense. Carly was like, before we go, she's like, should I change into my boots? Because I get like soakers easy in my shoe. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Farky, did I push back at the tourism tax while I was there? No. They charge 5% more on everything as a tourist tax. You need to prove that you're a resident and all this other shit. And I'm not trying to bog down Carly's birthday with a bunch of nonsense. So no, I didn't end up like going, I'm not paying this tourism tax. So yeah, everything cost an extra 5% in taxes on top of everything else. All right, back to the pack opening. Like, for real. It's her birthday. Imagine how shitty it would be with every place. I'm like, I'm not paying that. I'm not, you know what I mean? All right, we got a Coruscation Mage token. Alania's Pathmaker foil. We got this island, which I believe I already have. Manifold Mouse. Do we have that one for the set? I think we might already have that guy too. Where are the set cards? Here. Okay, hold on. All right. Yep. Okay, we got Manifold Mouse. So that's not for the set. And then we got little book. Bright. Oh, the Stout. That's pretty good. Hey, Patchwork Banner. This thing's solid, man. 3 mana. When it comes out, choose a creature type. This gives them +1/+1 and taps for a mana of any color. Not too shabby. All right. That was okay. That was an okay pack. Nothing too special. I mean, the Manifold Mouse is a perfectly fine card, don't get me wrong, but it's something we already got for the set, so whatever. So, we go to the power station. Now, there's 2 different versions of the power station. There's the power station during the day, and there's the power station at night. And they charge, well, you know what, let's talk about the experience, and then we'll talk about what they charge. So, the power station during the day is walk around the power station and, like, learn about the power station. Read plaques and stuff. Check it out. Put this hydroelectric bolt up your butt and feel the shock. None of that. It's just read plaques and press buttons on voice-activated crap that doesn't do anything. And shitload of QR codes. Shitloads of QR codes. Just read it on the internet. Why the fuck am I coming here to read stuff on the internet? So that's the daytime version, which we didn't go to. We went to the nighttime version, which has the same stuff as the daytime version, but it has a light show. A light show that Carly started laughing at and said, this is awful. This is awful. Like, they were playing this epic swelling music, like something crazy was happening, and a couple of lights were going across the floor. Like, it was so underwhelming. We stood there for it, and at a certain point, you know, I tried to get into it some more. I enjoyed some of the visuals, and I was like, well, you know what? Building a big power station is a pretty big accomplishment. And, like, you know, electricity's good. It does a lot for us, so that's cool. But ultimately, the light show was just a bunch of lines on the walls and stuff. Woo, this is blue now, and whatever. There were the only cool things, really, were at certain points, it, like, tracked where you were on the floor. So, like, it would have, like, lines of electricity going between you and somebody else, and or like water rippling out. But I've seen shit like that at the mall where you can step on a koi like on the ground, try and step on it, and he runs away from you. And it's like, I've already seen this in a mall. So we like, it's the power station at night and the tunnel, and we just watched the light stuff, and then we went to leave, and the dude at the front door was like, you leaving already? And we're like, yep. And he said, did you do the tunnel? And it's just like, no. And he's like, oh, the tunnel's the best part. You should do the tunnel. And he talked us into it. And like, we screwed up in that we didn't bring any kind of snacks and we were out of water. And Carly needs a whole bunch of water. I don't know if it's her medication or whatever, but she ends up getting all kinds of dry mouth. So we're standing there and I'm starting to feel like, yo, I need to eat. And we're waiting in line for this elevator to go down into the tunnel. And there's this old bitch. I have never seen anybody be this awful to somebody that they're in a relation. Like, they must have been 70, 80 years old. And this lady was ripping into the dude. It's your idiotic brain. And like, it's like, there's all these people around. And I was so close to going, you need to fucking stop. Like, Carly could tell. Carly, like, moved, because she kept going and kept going. So Carly, like, moved, like, right up almost between them to get the lady to stop. Because I was getting real close to just letting loose and going, you need to fucking stop, lady. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we're all stuck here in the line listening to this shit. I can't believe you think it's okay to fucking act like this. This is insane. Like, for real. I was astounded. It's the rudest I've ever seen anybody be to somebody they're in a relationship with. It was to the point where the fucking old guy, to get away from her, just kept moving in the line. And he just moved in front of another family. And then she's like, what are you doing over there? You just come line in front of the family. And the family was just like, oh no, it's fine. They could tell too. It was just like, lady, he wants to get the fuck away from you. They ended up getting like back together. Like, I just walked in front of them. I literally just walked in front of them. Like, I am not fucking standing behind this and whatever. So they were right behind us while we're waiting for these fucking elevators to go 180 feet down into the earth, man. So the elevator comes and the universe smiled down. The guy's counting the number of people who go onto the elevator, and it cuts off right after us, so that the old lady and the old dude had to take the next elevator. So it was like, oh, thank God. Because if I had been stuck in that elevator with her, I would have been like, shut up. Like, I had to put up with it in the line. Shut the fuck up. I was like, yo, I'm hungry and you are a mega bitch. You need to shut the fuck up, lady. I imagine this guy prays for death every moment of every day being with you. The fact that you would fucking act like this, I don't even know what he's done to you in life, but I don't even care. The fact that you're acting like this, I fucking hate your guts, lady. I don't know you, but I already know you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Like, and the thing is, all these families, all these people, and I'm like, just hold it in, bro. Just hold it in. I know you want to tell her to get fucked. I know you want to yell at this old lady. She might have had a fucking heart attack. But it's like, bitch, if you don't stop, I'm going to stop you with my words. Like, they went down into the tunnel. She fucking abandoned him. This is a dude with a cane carrying a bag. And she fucking abandoned him. She just fucking she just left to go back to the car. And he's like calling out to her as he's slowly trying to hobble down the tunnel. And she just fucking left. Like, it was brutal. It was fucking brutal. And so we get down into this tunnel and we're both like hungry and thirsty. And it's just a fucking tunnel. It's just a tunnel where they put some fucking lights up. It's just some lights up and they've got speakers that aren't calibrated properly. So the shit's too loud and it's like cracking over it and stuff. And at a certain point, I heard what sounded like fucking like hallelujah music. And I'm like, I guess this is the fucking tunnel to the end. I guess this is the tunnel to the end. What the fuck? So, like, imagine this. You're fucking thirsty as hell. You got no water and you're walking down a tunnel. All the walls are wet. The whole thing is moist and damp. Carla's like, is this going to collapse on us? I'm like, I hope it does. At least we'll fucking have some moisture. And then we get down to the end. And that part was actually cool. At the very end of the tunnel, you're out by the falls, down at the very base level. And you can see all of the different falls. And you can see the people over on the United States side against the, like up at their barrier as well. So we're down there, took some pictures, hung out for a little bit. But like, you walk in this tunnel for a considerable amount of time, and it's like, So yeah, it's a crappy light show, and then you walk down the tube, and it's 32 bucks. 32 bucks a head, man. 32 bucks a head. 32 bucks a head to want to throttle an old lady. It's like, yo, I want to accidentally bump into you and have you fucking fall down and break your leg. You know, like, I would never do that, by the way. The only thing I would have done is to yell at her. Like, I was getting so close to yelling at her. It's like, bitch, you are breaking our social contract. Take it fucking home, you stupid harpy. You can make his life miserable every moment you're not here, but don't do it in front of people. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, it was so over the top. It was insane. It's like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? It was so aggravating. And then when we go to leave, that guy's hobbling along, and he was outside somehow too. He moved so slow, but somehow he got a fucking ahead of us. Probably because we went to the washrooms. They have everybody washrooms, gender neutral washrooms. I didn't realize how fucking annoying it would be to be lumped in with women. As a dude, you can use the washroom quick. You just walk in, whip it out, take a leak, get the fuck out. But all these bathrooms are individual stalls that you gotta go into, and so then you just gotta wait, because women take for fucking ever to go to the bathroom, and there's like, just give me a fucking trough I can piss into, or whatever else. I don't want to be here this long, man. I want to get the hell out of here. So by the time I left, sad old man is hobbling, and he's alone. She abandoned him. She fucking left the goddamn power station. She fucking went. She was completely gone. He's just trying to, I'm like, oh, bro, just, you should have just leapt into the water, man. Just end it there. Get out of it. Get out. Why live life if that's what you got to live with? That's crazy. I don't even care if I was 75, my lady streamer, I'd get a divorce. I don't care what it costs. It's better than being with you. You know, like, nightmarish. Nightmarish. That sucked. It sucked so bad. She was just being so mean. I wouldn't call her, she wasn't nagging. She was being a bitch. She could have left at any point, but instead she stayed there and was awful. And Hungry Mike was going to rip into her. Like, but there's a bunch of kids around and stuff. Like, I didn't want to ruin everybody else's time. And it's Carly's birthday. I don't want to be going off on like Carly's birthday trip, ruining it, right? But man, that sucked. That sucked so. It sucked so bad. It sucked so bad. It sucked so bad. Oh, so we do all that stuff, right? And then, like, we're hungry. We want to go and get food. We go to Clifton Hill to go to the Wendy's. And there is every person on earth in front of us. Like, every human. My God, I had no idea how many people would be there. It was this, I mean, I've lived in Toronto where there's millions and millions of people living, and you got to move down the sidewalk briskly because there's more people coming. This was like an endless wall of people just trying to get to the Wendy's. The Wendy's was all right. We tried their poutine. It was okay. We had a Burger King poutine later. That one was better. Not the same day. We had it another day. The popcorn, I will say this. They sold popcorn tubs from a couple of different random like storefronts or whatever. It was great. It was great. They used the Flavacol. The popcorn was awesome. Genuinely enjoyed that. We wanted to go on the Aero car, but we couldn't because it's like you gotta wait like 4 hours out. You can't just show up and get on it. It's like we got there to go try the Aero car around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and he's like, I can get you in at 7:30. And so I was like, we're gonna need to think about that. And then we walked over to where the Aero car was, and it's just this crappy little fucking trolley that goes out and back. And I'm like, I can see the view from here. I can see the view from here. So we just decided, screw it. Screw it. We went to the Midway, and we played the coins on the shelf kind of thing where it just pops out. You know, you shoot the coin down, it lands, pushes things forward, and you're trying to get it to push over the edge. So we played some of that. That was fun. We went to the casino, and that was all right. We played a little bit of blackjack, and then we left the casino, and then we ended up wandering around for a bit and going back to the casino to play a little bit of poker. And that was fun. And then, oh, Zircon! Thank you, buddy. Thank you for what you did. Your timing was amazing. That showed up at the casino. PayPal from Zircon came through saying, happy birthday to Carly. Figure you've probably depleted your birthday funds and it'd be good to have some more. And we had just fucking lost our money at the casino. So it was just like, oh, that's amazing timing. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. It worked out like really, really well. So we, where else did we? We ate at Burger King. We ate at Wendy's. We ate at Wendy's another time. We went to this breakfast restaurant and had a pretty good breakfast, actually. It was pretty nice. So that was a good time. I made a bunch of people, like different random people working in booths and stuff, laugh with little fun comments. So that was nice. That felt good. What else did we do? We went to this place called Sweet Jesus where they have like crazy ice cream cones where the entirety of it is coated in madness. We got this one that's based on an O. Henry bar. It's like O. Hungry or something like that. And unfortunately, like that, it was a fucking $15 ice cream cone. The waffle cone, and then you got the soft serve, and then you got the actual coating on the outside. The coating was okay, but the waffle cone sucked. And the ice cream sucked. And Carly was so disappointed by it. She's like, oh. She wanted to try it so bad. She kept talking about it. She showed me the signs, all of it. And we came back specifically to get it. And it was just like, hey, what up, Desolator? How you doing, buddy? Jess, gambling's only cool if you find the experience worth the money. Well, the first time we went, Carly fucking and me both played blackjack. And she lost as much as I won. So I basically covered her loss and we left with the same amount of money we started with. And then we came back and I played blackjack and lost a bunch in a row and barely had anything left. And I frittered that away playing the fucking video poker. Me and Carly both did the same thing where the game goes, you got a full house, and it shows it up there. But if you just press the button, you throw your fucking hand away and draw a new hand. So we both threw away a fucking full house, guys. We both threw away a full house instead of pressing the hold buttons. It goes doo-doo, full house to let us know that we got it. So that will hold the stuff, but we didn't know. So we pitched away winning hands. So yeah. We lost all our money. I lost my money first, and then I helped Carly to make some choices and whatever, because she doesn't know poker. So I had to explain to her what a flush was, what a straight was, all these kind of things. All these kind of things. So, yeah. But, you know, we had fun. We had more fun at the casino than we did at the Midway. We did have a pretty good time at the Midway, though, and we won a whole bunch of, well, we didn't win nearly as many tickets as last time. Last time, we were on a roll. This time, when I played the big drop things, it was giving me one ticket. The only luck I did run into is somebody left 5 plays on one of the coin machines. So I just walked up and was like, there's 5 coins on here. Oh, okay, well, whatever. I can use those. That was it. So the Midway wasn't as fun as the casino. When last time we went, the casino wasn't fun, but the Midway was. So it was kind of reversed, right? We went to the Butterfly Conservatory for her birthday, and I have to admit, it was amazing. It was amazing. Like, for real. There was so many butterflies flying around in that place. And it's been 6 months since we quit smoking. So before, when we would go, you know, it's like you want to blaze up before you go in. And then after a while, you want to go and smoke some more. That's just kind of the way smoking works. But we stopped. So instead, we were just there for as long as she wanted to be there, just hanging out. She had printed out sheets of all the different butterflies, and she was pointing them out to me. And her favorite butterfly is the blue morpho. And when we got in there, almost right away, a giant blue morpho came and landed directly on her. The last time we were there, multiple butterflies landed on me, none landed on her. One landed on me, but I was fucking high, and so I didn't see it. I just felt something on the back of my elbow, and I'm duh, like that, and it just flew off. So multiple butterflies landed on her, and she sat there. We got like a picture of the one. Actually, it was I think 1 second of video footage that I got. But either way, multiple butterflies landed on her. It felt like It felt like we had found a mystical island. A mystical island with all these butterflies flying around and stuff. It's almost transcendent. I was genuinely impressed. Well, I guess when we came before, there weren't as many butterflies or something like that, but there was a million butterflies. They were just flying everywhere, and it fucking straight up felt magical. I felt like a princess, bro. I felt like a princess. It was awesome. And so I was just, I lied. I hurt my knee somehow because the floor was uneven. And so my knee's all janked up and I'm trying to stand in a way where she doesn't see do you guys know when your like knee gets messed up and you're standing there and your body does like one of those, like your knee's about to give or something? So like, every time that happened, I'm trying to hide it from her. And she's just smiling over me. I'm smiling at her going, please don't let me fall down. Please don't let my leg get worse while we're here. This is the whole reason we came. I can't. She's like, how you doing? I'm like, great. And she's like, you're not just telling me you're great. And you're not, are you? I'm like, nope, not at all. In my head, I'm just like, oh, my knee. Oh, my God. So I just found a rock and sat down on it for a while. And then my knee did a weird thing. And I'm like, don't you fucking do this to me, you bitch. And then my knee just got better. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then my knee didn't cause me problems for the rest of the trip. But I was just sitting there going, like, when it jorked out when I was sitting down, I was like, uh-oh. Oh, no. So, yeah, I'm just trying to pretend like I just want to sit here and look at the butterflies for a while. And we'll move on when you're ready. But meanwhile, I'm like, knee, heal. But yeah, the Butterfly Conservatory was fantastic. And that was the highlight. That was the highlight. Wendy's poutine, pretty disappointing. Burger King's poutine, okay. It was okay. But it's a $5 upgrade. A $5 upgrade for what looks like less fries than you would normally get. And Carly's like, this is probably soy cheese. And I'm like, yeah, it probably is. Like, it was... The prices in the Falls, straight up robbery for almost everything, man. We went and bought all kinds of treats Carly wanted, like chocolate covered strawberries and all this stuff. And it's good that I was along because Carly would have got fucking jacked for even more money when we went to this other place where it's just like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you can get this they want $7 here for 4 strawberries. This place only wanted $5 for 4 strawberries. What are we doing? We're not getting this. You could go back and get it from these guys. We went to this place called the Fudge Factory. It may as well be called the fucking Robbery Factory. A little plastic container full of gummy worms for $6 fucking dollars. We're talking like $1 worth of gummies for $6. But I don't say any of this shit, right? It's her birthday. She's picking the stuff up. I'm just watching I'm seeing the prices of things and going, oh my God. A fucking cookie on a stick. One cookie on a stick, like $4.50, $5. A butter tart, $5 fucking dollars. Like, they weren't even that good. They weren't even that fucking good. That part was like, overall the trip was awesome. We even got to see the fireworks over the falls the one night. And we had found, like, the night before was an infinite press of people. And we were both like, oh my God, we should never come here during this. We came during off season. On season's insane. We were like right when the fireworks were going off, right? So like everybody's pushing and it's just craziness. And so the next night we had found this side place that's out of the way that most people didn't notice. And so while these huge flows of humanity are going by, we're just standing there with like almost nobody around us. Except this one fucking douchebag who's got his camera and he just keeps fucking going like this and he's moving more and more back into me. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Start fucking grabbing your hips and grinding on your ass? Is that what we're going to do here? Is that what it's going to take to get you the fuck away from me? Do I got to lean forward and lick the back of your ear? Why the fuck do you keep bumping back into me, you idiot? Can you not fucking feel me here? We're not surrounded by a fucking crowd right now. So what you're doing is real fucking weird. weird. What you're doing is weird, and I don't fucking like it, and you're a dickhead. Get the hell away from me. Again, it's Carly's fucking birthday. So I kept all that in my head, right? Didn't say it. Just thought it. But the fireworks show from that part was sweet. But man, Niagara Falls, like the tourist stuff, it's such highway robbery. Also, I really missed making breakfast myself because they don't cook their eggs in bacon fat. So the eggs were kind of like, meh. But I did have grape jam. I've never seen grape jam at a breakfast restaurant. So I had that on my toast and actually really liked it. So that part was cool. But yeah, like Carly's like, I found this place that's got reasonable breakfast prices. Check it out. It's like $9.99 for a breakfast or whatever it was. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure that's the most base bone. And I said to her, I'm like, I bet you that's just like fucking eggs and toast and home fries, something like that, right? We got there, yep. $10 for 2 eggs, 2 slices of toast, and some home fries, right? Extra $5 for 3 strips of bacon. And not like high quality bacon. So yeah, it was insane. Millmaster, it was a Japanese subway situation. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Juggling, you feel like you've missed out on tart life? A good butter tart is enjoyable. But these were over the top. Check it out. We put caramel and all this drizzle and stuff on it. Like, tarts are already over the top. You don't need to add 15 different layers of nonsense to it. But whatever. It was get what Carly, whatever she wanted. She was having a great time. I kept all of my reactions that were negative internal. Just going, oh, God. All the price tags of these things. I'm just like, okay, that's what she wants. It's her birthday. And ultimately, it's the best birthday she ever had, right? So, I mean, in the end, all my complaints, whatever, absolutely worth it. Absolutely worth it to have gone or whatever. Obviously, you're never going to spend all your money in like the best way. And we did get hosed on a number of things, but she had an amazing time. And by the end of the like yesterday, she was like, I can't even think of what I want to do anymore. We liked the popcorn so much that we bought multiple buckets of popcorn. It was great. I tripped on the way back to the fucking hotel, guys. I literally got that they give you the popcorn in the bucket and it's mounded up. And I'm like, oh, sweet popcorn. And I'm like lizard tonguing out. Getting some popcorn into my mouth. And I don't want to lose any of this, right? Like, there's the wind, and I'm like, oh, God, don't let the wind steal in my popcorn. There's people everywhere, and I'm like, if I bump into anybody, I'm going to lose some of this popcorn. So I'm, like, carrying this like a baby, trying to protect it from anybody bumping me and make sure I don't lose any popcorn. And I managed to get through all the fucking crowds. And our hotel is far enough away from the press that there's nobody on some of the streets we're taking. And we're just walking along, and out of nowhere, like a complete fucking magoo, I trip. And like layers of the popcorn just barf out onto the ground. And I'm like, this tub of popcorn costs $10 fucking. And a bunch of it just fell on the ground. Like so much of it. There was still so much of it left the next day and we walked by. I'm like, there's my failure. And the popcorn was so good that I genuinely regretted letting it fall on the ground. They use Flavacol like the movie theater, but they do not skimp. The popcorn was awesome. Millmaster, the bread situation all over again. So yeah, ultimately, what else did we do? Went to the Butterfly Conservatory. I feel like there might be more things that I'm missing. Because it was like we were going non-stop, like all day, each day. No mystery bags. Nope. There was no mystery. There was no mystery anything, actually, that I saw. There wasn't much really in the way of, like, good mementos. Every attraction we went to, they took our picture at the front. Like, look, we're taking your picture. so that you can buy this off us later. And we didn't even bother to go and look at it. We didn't even bother to look at it because they were like, whatever. We did do a lot though. It was fun. No, Farky, we didn't do the sky wheel. We did that the last time that we were there, but we didn't do it this time around. Oh, speaking of the sky wheel, I realized that like websites like Expedia just fucking rip you off. They're like, you can buy attraction tickets from us, and it's just like you can buy sky wheel tickets, and it's normally $17, but the first one you buy is $15, and I'm like, but $15 is how much they charge for it. And I went and looked it up on the website, and I'm like, it is like the sky wheel charges $15, but Expedia is like, we'll let you buy tickets for it, and the first one's only $15, and then we're going to charge you $17 for each additional one. What? Yeah, no, we just want to fucking scam you. Fuck you. You want to add a toonie onto each one? You can suck my ball bag, bro. There's just all these little angles where they try and get you, and it's just unfortunate. They're just trying to grasp and skis and scam all this crap. But it's the most fun I've had on a trip with Carly ever. It's the best thing that we ever went and did, really. Like, we got along so well. Even when we were both hungry and thirsty, we got along really well. Really well. It was awesome. We didn't fight at all. Like, not even bicker, like no bickering, no nothing. And that's normal. It's totally normal for couples to have a moment where maybe one's uncomfortable and you snap at the other or whatever else. Never happened. Never happened. We made sure to go at a pace that worked for Carly. She ended up being able to like keep going for the entire trip, which was awesome. Like, for real. It was really, really nice. Heavy Metal Super Chat says, rip popcorn. Yup, rest in peace. Rest in peace. That stuff was so good I almost went back to eat it off the ground, bro. You lifted weights for the first time today and got callus blisters and your bird bit one off? Ew. Invincible hands are gone indeed. Another insult. That's what you get, blister boy. You're gonna end up getting some of that blister goo all over the rest of you, and it's gonna have parrot infection in it, and you're gonna get parrot mumps on your ball bag, bro. So when you go to date that chick and you actually ask her out, she's gonna say yes, and then she's gonna see your horrible distended ball bag that you didn't realize was horrible and distended because it's just hanging down there, and you're not gonna be like, does my ball bag gotten weird and grotesque in the last 24 hours? But it will have, and that's gonna ruin your date. She's gonna be like, what the fuck? Do you have, like, leprosy or something? What is the grossest ball bag I've ever seen in my life? And she's gonna puke in your mouth and leave, bro. Jay, Costco has a decent deal on some of those things. You can get like a fun pass up in Clifton Hill as well that includes the sky wheel and a bunch of other things that makes it more reasonable. It's nutty to me that Expedia does that shit. And it's just like, well, I guess that's how it goes, man. That's the reality of it, right? That's the reality. But Master, you heated up oil and mixed in the flavacol, and it's like the butter topping at the theaters. Nice. They did such a good job with the popcorn that I was like, yo, I should get a job here for one day to learn the ratios they use and how they make their popcorn. And then I can be like, I quit, fuck you! And just spend the whole day telling tourists to eat my ass. Hey, buddy, your kid's ugly and fucking stupid. That'll be $15. There was kids everywhere yelling and sneezing all over everything. I hope we don't get sick. We made sure to wash our hands way more this time. Heavy metal, it's just dick leprosy. You ever had meat that just falls off the bone in your mouth, honey? Well, that's what's going to happen with my dong. Put it in your mouth. Oh, please, Jesus, don't let my dick fall off in her mouth. That's right, industrial espionage to get the perfect popcorn. For real. The popcorn was great. The popcorn was a highlight. We didn't go to any restaurants that sucked. The breakfast restaurant we went to was good, and we mostly ate fast food. And yeah, overall that went pretty well. That went pretty well. Although every pop dispensing machine at the Wendy's, the Barks, was awful, just awful. So that was a big disappointment. But whatever. I still have some of that popcorn left. There was like some left in the bucket. So I took the plastic bag that they give you to put in the ice bucket, put that in there, tied it up, brought it home. I'm going to eat it after this. But yeah, no, honestly, it was an awesome trip. I have some complaints about certain aspects of it, but overall, it was a really good time. Carly seemed really happy, and it made me happy to see her that happy. So it was basically like whatever she wanted to do, whatever it was. I didn't complain about the cost of anything. I didn't complain about anything at all. I kept it all just inside. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm just gonna have a good time. I can bitch about it later to you guys instead. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was nice. It was genuinely a nice time. Heavy metal, no one's ever got 4 insults in one stream. Bum, 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 bum. Setting records, buddy. Setting records. All right. Let's go for a spin. Oh, I just noticed the time. It's time for us to wrap it up. All right. Let's finish it off with some voodoo. Let's finish it off with some voodoo. All right. Whoop. All right. Desired change. You know what? We're going to give you the goodness. We're going to give you the goodness to help your chances with that lady, buddy. Reason for change. To get some. All right. All right. Here we go. We got hypnotic swirls. That's not pubes. That's hypnotic swirls. So you got the hypnosac. All right. You got the hypnosac to hypnotizer and the sibilant serpent dong. So while she's all fucking hypnotized, you fucking strike. All right. And then we're going to give you mega gripper claws. But so she can't get away. But hold on. Because I know how the world works. Consent inducing mega grippers. So she's totally down with it. And we're going to enlarge your eyes to see better boobage. All right. So you got the Jigo eyes. We're going to give you some big eyelashes because the ladies like that. All right. And then we're going to give you ultra knees because you ultra need to get some. All right. And then we're going to give you the foot ability to kick her out when you're done. Kick her to the curb foot. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, get some! What? There you go. And that's where we'll end it off. Thanks for coming and hanging out, my friends. It has been a nice chill stream. I'm glad to be back. We got good times coming. And yeah, well, I mean, I was feeling stressed at the beginning of the stream. I ain't anymore. So thanks for being here, my friends. And we will get together again. I mean, nothing going wrong. We'll get back together tomorrow. All right? I'm going down into the waters.